Good morning from Sydney, Australia, everyone. We're going to have the Crazy Weekly 3 event. I'm going to be conducting a live stream. I'm going to try to make it entertaining. I'm going to try to have a bit of education in there. Looking forward to putting in a good stream this weekend. I've been looking forward to this. I've had one event where I've had to pull out. I've had another event where I wasn't able to stream the video because of connection issues. So keen to put in a good stream this weekend. Now, a little bit of a difference is that you won't hear the sound coming from my computer. I've got some music playing, so to adhere with copyright rules, I'm not broadcasting my computer sound. If you want to know what I'm listening to some Armin van Buuren. If you want to look it up on YouTube, it's Armin van Buuren, A State of Trance, Miami 700. So, yeah. The reason why I've got the music is to give myself a bit of pace, a bit of focus. So, yeah, looking to put in some good games today. We're about to get started, so I hope you enjoy the stream. Alright, Opal, in the first game. I'm not going to berserk just yet. I'm just going to take it easy to warm up. Alright, we've already got an interesting move played quite early. I'm going to get attacked down the center. I need to work out what to do against this. Alright, so I'd say White's already a bit better here. White's got some open lines on the king down the middle. He's chosen not to release the open line just yet. He's chosen to build up instead. Alright, I've got to move. Alright, that's no good. It's going to be too hard to resolve significant problems at the back here. I've been outplayed. Alright, I'm starting today's event with a loss. Alright, I will berserk this game. Alright, white needs to be a little bit cautious here, just keeping an eye on the light squares in case something arises. So what I'm going to do is relieve some pressure by removing this knight and also blocking off the queen. So putting this pawn here is also to knock out the bishop. So remain relatively safe at home. I've sacrificed a piece to do that. But now I look to move into black's half. Alright. I actually don't think bishop at d5 was a good move. Knight takes d5 was a stronger response. I might just be waking up. Alright, I need to generate a bit of pace. 36 seconds left. Alright, this looks close to mate. Alright, good to get a win on the board. Okay, I'm going to berserk again. Alright, this is a Sicilian. Against a Sicilian, I'll try to hit the c7 square fairly quickly. So in this game I'm looking to try to attack these weaknesses. Yeah, I might not do that. I'll just use an extra pawn here so I can recapture with the bishop if there was a sack. If I put the bishop there, I didn't have that option. We'll try to keep the king in the open now. And I've got an issue here where I actually don't have many pieces to attack with. So I'm taking this because bishop at f6 is going to mate if he captures it. The point being that g takes h5 opens up this line, so queen at g5 will mate. And if he backs off with the king, then queen at g7 will mate. But this was only set up because we played the move h4 before, which is in some ways a little bit defensive because it's saying, well, you know, if you give me too many diagonal pieces, I'm going to have something going on these dark squares. Alright, if we take a look at the leaderboard, we've got Little Plotkin has raced to the lead. He seems to do quite well from the start. I'm well behind the field. Alright, I'll berserk again. So to those who've just joined the channel, a reminder, I'm not broadcasting my computer sounds today because I've got some background music going on to help me focus a little bit. If you want to know what I'm listening to, it's Armin van Buuren, and it's A State of Trance, Miami 700. But for copyright reasons, I can't broadcast it, so that's why you're just hearing my voice this morning. Alright, at the moment I'm just trying to keep white out of the second rank, because white's made a few attempts, and as a consequence I've had the Great Wall of China get built up here. I'm going to use this to solidify the king side while hitting c2. Alright. So both players here have a pretty solid position. I'm going to look to try to come in on the light squares gradually. My opponent's remaining solid. Alright, I've got to watch the clock. I've got 30 seconds left, so I'm going to start moving. I'm going to play Queen E8 to defend G6 here. And now I've got to look to make some ground on his light squares very quickly, because he's trying to build an attack on me, and I've got to counter before that happens. Try to neutralise this threat. Alright, I've got mate now. So that was a case of holding off at the back. A little bit of accurate defence. A move like Queen E8 was actually quite critical to hold G6 together. Okay, Gecko Carmen. I'm not going to berserk this time. I'll be happy to take my time. Alright, stock standard opening, familiar territory. Now these sorts of positions are quite interesting because it looks like, why would one side give up the queen so early? But it's not necessarily easy to capitalise on that extra piece when there aren't that many pieces in hand. Alright, I'm going to go for something quite direct here. I've traded this knight off first to give myself a little bit more ammunition. That second knight could come in handy. Alright, the black king's still not mated yet. It can still run out here. I'm going to sneak in this pawn at e7 move because I need an additional resource to try to net in the black king. So I'm trying to get a rook here with check hopefully at some stage, and that will allow me to play rook at e7 at the right point in time. So yeah, I can see mate here now. King e6 is forced, and I'm going to capture the rook and promote to a knight to block off d7, and then rook at e7 will mate. So you can cut a lot of games short by being aware of how to cut off the king. Sometimes I've seen players chase a king to safety, and in fact sometimes you don't have to play every move at check. Sometimes you slow down and find the right resource. Alright, we're up against Juggernaut. Right, I've opted not to take this pawn just yet because of rook g2. So I'm happy to hold on to an extra pawn just for the time being and hope to make some material gains slowly. So strategically here I'm aware of white hitting these squares within my half, and I have an extra pawn. So I'm going to first try to push back these two pieces. Well, I'm going to take a conservative option. Just blocking off these squares here. I like this move because you hit the queen, but give yourself some safety. So I'm next aiming to take down this bishop to neutralize anything near my king, and then we'll start trying to attack. The bishop at c6 is to hold on to this pawn. So strategically, when you're up material, I mean, it's good to just neutralize any threat on your king, because long term you're going to have a residual advantage on the board with the extra material, even if that's only one pawn. And from here I'm just going to play very materialistic and just try to grab additional material, keep solo on the king side, and then use that material advantage. So my opponent's trying to make some play on the king side, so immediately I'm trying to go for his rook. So it is a deadly move because I very quickly get in on the dark squares and mate happens. But yeah, you can see an example there. That was just one pawn given away in the opening, and I tried to make that count. Alright, I'm going to berserk again. Alright, black's already got some dark square weaknesses here, which I'm going to try to exploit. Alright, I have options here. I can take this queen and then, yeah, there's mate there. Knight at f6 is the key move after rook takes d8. We've got queen at g7. I just was looking for a way to cut off the king, but there's an efficient mate there. Just didn't see it immediately. Question in the channel, do you think a certain level of chess playing strength is needed to be good at Crazyhouse? Like 2,200 or something? Yeah, I think it helps to be good at chess, but it's mainly the tactical side of chess that's valuable. Alright, Gecko Carmen's headed down for a slightly different path this game. So we've got classic position where black has all the bishops and white has all the knights. Right, I may have the queen trapped here. The queen g6, knight at g6 is coming, so he's willingly given up the queen. And I want to be sneaky and avoid the immediate recapture. And in doing so, I've been allowed to get a bishop here without allowing him to release his knight. That's been quite useful. Now, let's see if there's a mating sequence somewhere in here. Yeah. No. Alright. I'm gonna cash in on my initiative and open up the king. So Queen f6 to cut off the king. I'll make a grab here first. Yeah, I don't quite think I had mate there yet, but the advantage was just building up very strongly. Queen h8 was probably a strong move. It's just keeping the king from running. Alright, I've moved up to 6th position, just gradually. Okay. I am Astana Chess, not familiar with this opponent. Alright, pieces aren't engaged too much in this game. You can see there's a whole gap there, so play's going to proceed slowly. So in this situation, I got to decide what to do strategically. I think I'm going to build slowly. So e4 is coming. I have to be wary of that. Right now I'm thinking about this rook and this knight coming in, so I'm wary of this knight defending here. So I'm not surprised it got attacked there. I'm going to defend it. Meanwhile, I'm trying to grab this pawn. So, yeah, this is a slower strategic game, this one. Just got to be wary of the clock as well. Okay. I'm not choosing to take everything here yet because I'll end up with a queen on d4 and it's going to get hit. But it looks like I've made a bit of an error allowing that to hang. That's not good. Perhaps I'll have to take this after all. Alright, time's an issue now, so I've still got a safe king. I'm going to make it very safe and then try to move in on the dark squares here. Very short on time, very short on time. Alright, I was lucky to get out of that one. Was just nowhere near his king with not much time to go. And basically just put the pedal to the metal and got lucky that he opened up a weakness by allowing rook takes h3. And then I got knight at f3 in to win the queen. But that was White's game to lose there. White definitely had it on the clock. Alright, so Turos has berserked against me. I feel like Saturos is quite a sharp player. It should be an interesting game. No, let's not be too ambitious. I was just contemplating if queen takes g2 could be good for me in any scenario, but I'm going to avoid the risks. Hmm. No, let's go for it. This opponent always seems to go for the sharpest continuation. Alright, gotta go on time. Gotta go on time. Come on, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Gotta move, gotta move. Oh, mouse, no good, no good, mouse. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was terrible. Yeah, just had a mouse slip at the wrong time. Alright, Pure Essence. Very good attacking player, Pure Essence. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's got a lot of creative ability, and that's to be respected. I'm just going to keep him out of here. Just covering this. Oh, he's coming for me. Alright. I'm going to adopt a passive position here. I'm trying to be sneaky on this diagonal to get bishop takes g5 in. But I expect he would see it. So rather than get involved and open up the position, I'm trying to develop my pieces on this side before the position opens up, so that when it does open up, I'll have more resource available. Alright, he's coming in on the diagonals. So rather than try to capture anything, it's better that I let him try to come to me. Because if you capture, your opponent gets to move their pieces forward as well. Whereas now he has no pawn on e5 and I'm developing a knight. Oh gosh, I've just hung a rook. That's great. Let's get it on the dark squares in return. So I'm just trying to keep my defenses intact at home. Now if he plays knight at h6, I wouldn't take it because of rook at h8, but I've got king h7 as a resource. So this bishop being here is really just to give some more support to the dark squares. There's also a threat of bishop takes c3, which then allows rook at g1 with a mate threat of knight at f2. So there's a lot going on in this position actually. Just trying to cover f7 here. I have to be careful because he's very good at opening up the position out of nowhere, which is what he's trying to do right now. I think this has to be taken. Okie dokie. No, I'm going to sack this queen. What's the best way forward here? I've got to look out for this move actually. So I attack the rook while defending h5. I should probably slow down on the commentary and actually just play because the position's so sharp now. He's actually got a lot more attack on my king than I was wishing to intend. So right now his threat is just rook takes g7 and come in heavy sack here. Knight at e8, and he's probably going to have a mate. So I need to block off this queen. Oh, this is dangerous. I'm concerned he has a bit too much firepower. I've got to defend. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Yeah, like I said, a very good attacking player. I just left a bit too much open there. Alright, we've got 1 hour 10 minutes. I'm a little bit behind the field, but feeling like I'm getting warm. Alright, I don't mind this temporary double pawn and temporary weakness because I feel like I'm going to be able to cover it. There's not enough material on the board. I might get a pawn at g2 or bishop at g2 in. So again, here's a case where I've got just one extra pawn and I'm wary of trying to consolidate my position here and grind slowly. Oh, but my opponent's not going to allow me to do that. I've missed this move, so he's coming in with... I'm going to take this one. That's an interesting move. So pawn at g3 is coming. I think the best response is a knight at f5 perhaps. And I'll allow this capture and move the king across. So that way I've only got dark square weaknesses, but he can't come in on the light squares and I have the opportunity to kick the queen away. But now I have to look out for knight at g3 coming in, so if he captures my knight. So let's be aware of that one. Alright, I should get wary of the clock when I'm at a minute already. I think I left it too late last game to start. So let's get going. I'm expecting knight at e3. This isn't ideal. I have to relinquish material. It's not looking good at all. I'm just going to try to keep the king safe. Yeah, just ran down the clock there. I don't think I played that one well, but my opponent found a good resource to remain active. Okay, Murray Orton. Okay, early sack. What's a good way of holding him out here? Alright, we've both artificially castled. And now he's looking to open up the position already. Alright, sharp open position. If Queen takes F8, I'm planning on recapturing with check and then blocking off the file with something like Rook F3. If King takes F8, then perhaps Rook at H8, Queen F3, some pressure on Pawn at H6. It's a little bit unclear actually. There's I've sacrificed a piece and there's a lot of open activity, but I'm not sure if it's enough. Oh, he's left the game. I'm going to give him an opportunity to reconnect. Oh no, he's back. Okay. I think Bishop at C5 is an interesting move here. Because he can't block with Pawn at D6, he's got to block with a pawn. Yeah, got to be careful here. He had a neat trick. If I take the queen, he's got knight at e2. So I had to back off. That's really unfortunate that he disconnected for a little while, because it was a sharp position. Would have been a nice one to play out. Well, he's ended up causing me problems anyway. Yeah, I don't think I played that one accurately. Actually, I missed the resource with knight at e2. Okay. No, that's not, I'm just hanging a piece. What's going on? Can't say I'm playing at my best today, guys. Oh, I didn't want to lose that. That's alright, I'll restore it. Yeah, I mean, black's back to having some chances here, but white was just clearly up a piece before. Um, I think white's allowed a few trades and a little bit of initiative to develop on the king side and a few awkwardly placed pieces. But yeah, it's nothing clear yet. Oh, I spent way too long on that move. Okay. Alright, just gotta go. It's just a race now on the clock. Oh, but he's got in trouble on G2. Yeah. No, just not playing that well, really. Not winning games convincingly. Alright, I'm now about 20 points behind the lead, so I've got to start getting serious about berserking, perhaps. Oh, that's an unusual move. Maybe that was a mouse slip. Alright, so Turos again. He's not berserking this time. Oh, I've got an early queen here. So I don't have much else to go with it. So I've got to try to make something on the light squares. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be too much for white to hold off. Yeah, I was quite happy to win that one in the way I did, just because Saturos has given me some real problems in some very sharp positions, so it was good to get the initiative early. Alright, Pure Essence again. Let's see. Alright, I think keys here I'm going to play quickly because I'm expecting some sharp position during the game and I need to give myself enough time. So we're going to start the same way we did. Alright, he's opting for the same opening. I'm going to pop the knight in here this time, just so that he can't play e4 and trade off more pieces. Oh wow, it's coming in hard. Very aggressive. Yeah, I might counter because he's got a weakness here. So that's important, just to prevent queen at h7. And now I have a fair amount of material in exchange for that queen. So let's see if pawn at g2 is actually mate. I think it's just so there's just so much compensation there. It's going to force the king out. This is going to look good for black. Yeah, that's going to be mate. Again, happy to put that one away because Pure Essence has been causing me problems as well. Okay, question is, you think JannLee's going to get top 3? I think it's too late. Someone thinks it's too late. What do I think? I think I've started slow in these events and come home a bit stronger, so I'm not going to rule myself out just yet. Alright, I picked up a piece there. Let's be decisive now. It's a free knight. No. The king's not really running the safety there because of this resource here. So there'll be trouble on this side of the board as well. Alright, let's start chasing. Hey Jen, I got a comment. Hey Jen, you were god at 1.0 time control, but I can see that on longer time controls you're not as good. Do you agree? No, I think I still make more mistakes in 1.0. I think maybe there's a difference in that my opponents also make more mistakes in 1.0. There's probably some time scramble element as well. But yeah, I think if I'm not playing well, it's not to do with the time control. It's just to do with how I'm playing at the moment. I'm quite comfortable with any time control. So with that said, let's raise the performance here a little bit. Oh really? Nah, I'm not believing knight at h6. Alright, I'm going to look to punish this move. Play knight at g4 here to prevent queen coming in. Wow, he's just going absolutely for the king. I don't think it's enough, but I need to prove it. Yeah, rather than back off there, I'm actually going to say that white doesn't have enough material and I'm just going to grab it. And now he can't play g takes h6 because I've got this. So it's not going to slow him down though, he's still going to attack. Yeah, I'm just going to fearlessly walk the king up here. I'm basically going to say I'm going to run my king that way. Unless you've got a bishop, then you can't take the bishop because I've got queen takes g5. So I'm going to run the king to safety. Alright, do I have a sharp finish here? Bishop at e3 is a good start. So we want to block off this square. Now he can't play knight takes f3 because the queen at g2, so he's got to play king h1. And knight takes h4 is pretty simple. I mean, it removes a defender and it gives me an attacker on g2, so I actually gain two hits on this square. Suddenly I have 3 pieces on it. He's got 1. All over. Happy to take that one. That was a sharp game where he just kept trying to attack me and I had to keep calling the bluffs on the sacks to say that there's not enough resource, but it wasn't straightforward. Alright, Texas de Brazil. Alright. So, a little bit from the chat. I think you're the best anyway in any time control on Crazyhouse, but what I mean is that longer time controls, people seem to score kind of better. Yeah, perhaps they do. I think the arena format, especially these time controls, can favour those who play more aggressively with speculative sacrifices because they just get in a lot more games. Yeah, that's also a possibility. I think the multiplier, though, really makes a difference. If you can hold on to that for a long time, you get a big benefit. I think it's a great concept, the arena format, because it allows you to have a good tournament with a lot less players in some cases. And you don't have to wait for the next round for everyone to finish. You just keep going. You just keep going. So it's a great idea. You'll see BitChess says we hosted a Crazyhouse Madness 30-second event yesterday. Yeah, I would have liked to have played in that. That would have been interesting. Yeah, let me know in future. Alright, I've got a weakness here, but I can't really take advantage of it just yet. I'm also wary I don't want to open up this line too quickly. So there's a little bit going on in this position. I'm actually looking for a knight to put on here. And the unfortunate thing for black at the moment is if pawn at g7, I've got a rook takes b7 resource. That's a nice move. I'm going to capture the knight anyway. Play the rook at c5. So I'm happy there to have neutralised the rook's threat there. And I've got a different way of progressing on the dark squares here. I've got to try to be a bit resourceful with my pawns. I don't have many of them. There's a bit of a nasty one, bishop at c6, pinning the queen, but the rook's also pinned, so if he allowed it, rook takes f8 will be coming in as well. Alright, blitz bullet, here we go. Tough opponent, tough opponent. Alright, I've got to focus hard here. I might talk a little less and play a little more here. Sorry guys, we went completely silent there. I actually do need to focus on this game to try to win, but I'm in a pretty convincing position now. It's been sharp all the way. Yeah, he's not going to survive this. Alright, need to keep pushing up. Need to keep chasing. Alright, headstrong. Alright, gotta try to win quickly. I don't know this opponent, but if I'm going to have a chance, there's only half an hour left. I need to get my head down and play. Just played a defensive move to cover bishop at g5 here. Question is, it's 5 AM when the tournament starts in Australia. When exactly did you wake up? 4:55? No, I set an alarm for 4:30, so I can get set up. Gotta play. Gotta move. It's too slow. It's too slow. Just gonna hang tight at the back. Come on, pace, 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 pace. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. That wasn't part of the plan. Alright, happy to win that one. Come on, keep going, keep going. Okay, 11 to catch up to atrophy. We've got 23 minutes to go. Easy J. I'm gonna berserk this one. Let's get serious. I've got to be careful here. Hang on. Oh no. Bishop takes e7 would have lost to knight at b7, so that's why I had to change my move. But this doesn't look much better. I really allowed something I shouldn't have here. Oh dear. Can't get complacent. Gotta pull a rabbit out of a hat to get out of this one. Yeah. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Oh dear. That was a nice played game by my opponent, but I really allowed something that I shouldn't have. I could have been a lot more solid on the dark squares and played it a bit safer. So now the pressure's really on if I'm going to chase. Seems to be a characteristic mistake of mine. I lose one in the late stages when I really shouldn't. Coming from the channel, you seem to play rather slow today. Alright, I'm going to use that as a bit of inspiration. Thanks for the tip. Comment from Edmund J. Sort of feel bad for that cheap win. I think that was easy, Jay. No, don't feel bad about it at all. I don't think it was a cheap win. I think there was a nice sequence there, and if I've allowed that, there's nothing for you to apologise for. It's all good. Alright. Let's get decisive now. I'm playing bishop e5 to free up queen at queen h4, and then I want to play queen g3, rook at h2. But in this case, rook at g2 will mate if he takes the bishop. Alright. Got to get back on that horse. Pure Essence has moved to the lead. Alright, atrophied. I'm going to berserk just because I have so little time left in the event. Nothing to do with the strength of the opponent. Alright, we've got him. Alright, happy to take that down with a berserk in late stages. Got the multiplier back. 40 minutes to go. Saturos. I'm not going to berserk against this player, just because I know how sharp the positions can get. Too ambitious. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Alright, we'll find out if this is any good for me. I'm just gonna keep my king safe here. Got his king in the open, which I'm pretty happy about. Oh, incredibly sharp game. Alright, gotta go. Gotta move. Move, move, move. Yeah, I've got mate now. Alright. Glad I gave myself some extra time there. Happy to take that one down. It was looking pretty shaky for a while. Alright. Berserking again. Let's go. Double berserk. Alright, gotta play well here. Gotta play well. Gotta watch this knight h3 threat. That's why I'm covering e3. Come on, gotta move, gotta move. Yeah, that's mate. Can't play king a8 because of queen b7. And if he takes this way, get that. Alright, next. Come on, keep it up, keep it up. Got to perform well in these last few games. Alright, blitz bullets. Not going to berserk. Although I should have, because it's probably the last game I'll get. Didn't think that one through, did I? That's okay. Yeah, should have berserked this game. I'm not in a good state here, but now I've got no chance of catching up. I was only 5 points away. Could have made this last game a bit more interesting. Yeah, really kicking myself that I didn't berserk this game. Oh. It's just a click of a button, right? Why don't you berserk your last game? I'll be lucky to get another pairing. If I do get another pairing, I will berserk that one. Alright, I got a pairing, it's atrophied. Let's go. I have 1 minute 20 seconds to pull a result out of this. 1 minute 12. I'm not against my own clock, I'm against the tournament clock. Going down the same path we went down just then. Yeah, atrophied's actually in top position at the moment, so my result of berserking the last game or not maybe didn't matter. He can actually just run the clock down, but Pure Essence has overtaken him. So a really tight finish here. Yep, this game's not going to wrap up. Alright, thanks again for all who participated today. I think it's been a great event. I hope we see it continue. My congratulations to all the winners. We'll play this game out, see how it goes. But yeah, sorry to the fans. I still haven't won one of these events. I seem to kind of choke within the late stages when I really need to hold a streak together, and I don't do it. But maybe I'll get better at it as we go. I'm going to sack the queen here. Someone said that 2200 guy ruined your first place. No, he didn't. I ruined the first place because if I'd played well enough, I wouldn't have allowed a mating sequence when I was in a strong position. Alright. I've got a nice resource to block off this activity here. Okay, this looks close to a finish. Let's just not lose on time. Okay, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Gonna switch up here. We'll move 41 here, it's a long game. Alright. Oh, he's still running. I've got mate soon though. Oh dear, he's trying to flag me. I got there. Okay, that's the end of the tournament. I've finished in 4th place. What can I say? 96, 98, 97, 96, 94, 94. It's a really close event. Thanks to all of you who were viewing today. Appreciate you supporting the channel. The comments have been really nice. It looks like I've had about 94 viewers today. So I'm going to call it the end of the stream there. Yeah, hope to do it again next week. Hope to improve on this result. And I hope that was enjoyable for you. So thank you very much.